You're not the kind of guy that deserves to be in a place like this! Well, it's my anniversary, so... whatever. That makes it even more sad. The fact that you're coming here of all places for your anniversary. Well, I guess you gotta give credit where it's due. Good job. I'm sure eating here is like a dream for you. My name is Daisuke Sato, and I'm a 30-year-old office worker. The company I work at is a mid-sized sales company. I am the department manager, but that doesn't mean I get paid any better. I'm just busier than the average worker. But it's not like I'm struggling financially. And this is a great starting point for my career. And more importantly, I'm probably the happiest man on the planet right now.
Hey, welcome back, Daisuke.
Hey, I'm starving.
Well, I made omu rice for dinner today, your favorite.
All right! Gotta go wash my hands right away! And that's because I got married recently. This is my wife, Ai, and she's 3 years younger than me. We work at the same company, and we got married about 6 months ago.
No one's going to take your food, you know. You can take your time.
But it's just so good! I feel much less tired now. We're very close with one another. And we get along very well. I guess you could say that we're still in our honeymoon period. And to top it off, Ai is pretty nice and a great cook. I only found out how good of a cook she really was after I got married, and people looked up to her at work. She seemed to be perfect at everything she did.
What's up? Oh, do you need that document copied?
Yes, I do.
How many copies do you need?
15.
Okay then. When and where should I bring them?
Could you bring them to Hercules at 3 p.m.?
Yup, then I'll finish copying and bring them over in the next 20 minutes or so.
Wow, she's so amazing at her job. Hey, Sato! Don't just stand there! We got a meeting to go to! Let's go to the Pegasus room, or we're gonna be late! Yes, sir! Why are our meeting rooms named after mythical creatures and gods? She's good-looking, has an amazing personality, and is really good at her job. It didn't take long for everyone to fall in love with her, but not a lot of people actually tried to go for her. A select few of the workers were approaching her aggressively, and people started to think that if they tried to get close with her, those workers would start annoying them. But that was none of my concern. At first, I wasn't interested in Ai that much, and I focused on my work. But something happened that changed the trajectory of our relationship forever.
Whoa!
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just a bit afraid of lightning.
A lightning storm started to form when a few other workers and I were staying back after hours at work. Then all of the lights in the office went off. When the room became pitch black, I was standing right by Ai. So we had no choice but to stick together in place and wait the storm out.
I'm embarrassed. I know I'm a grown adult and shouldn't be afraid of lightning.
It's not embarrassing at all. Everyone has their fears.
But... Whoa!
Careful! Well, you're really afraid of lightning, aren't you?
I'm really sorry.
Alright, then I'll tell you a funny story to distract you until the lights come back on.
A funny story?
I was in the comedy club back in college. I'm pretty confident about some of my stories. Now, which one should I pick?
Wait, you have stories memorized?
Yeah, some of them. I can tell the story off the top of my head. Some of the most famous ones, just to name a few, are Jugem, Tokisoba, and Scary Manju.
Oh, I know that Jugem story too.
Alright, then let's choose that one then. And so, I started telling her the story. That was really the only thing I was good at, but I immediately regretted my decision when I finished telling the story. I shouldn't have done that. Now I've embarrassed myself, and she probably thinks I'm a joke, but...
That was so good. I didn't know you could tell stories like that.
Huh? Well, thank you. Oh, the lights are back on.
Phew, that's a relief.
Hey guys, the weather doesn't seem to be getting any better, so finish what you were working on and go home before the trains stop running. And so, we left the office shortly afterwards, and on the way back, I asked me,
Hey, I'd like to hear a lot more of your stories, so can I have your number?
huh? Sure, of course. And it didn't take long after that for us to start dating. We were getting pretty old, so we started dating with marriage in mind. I couldn't believe a regular old guy like me landed a girl like her. This is all thanks to the story I told her. Nowadays, we watch comedy shows on TV together after work. But that doesn't mean my life was perfect. There were still things that bugged me, like...
Hey, when do you think you can get back tonight?
It'll probably be around midnight, to be honest with you.
Again? But that's 3 days in a row.
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not like you're trying to come home late. I didn't mean to come off as aggressive. I'm sorry.
Well, I haven't been able to hang out with you lately, so I really do feel bad about it.
By the way, is the reason you've been so busy lately because your new department head is that guy?
Wait, you know about him?
Yeah, I heard that Mr. Tanaka became your new department head. He told me directly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he texted me the other day telling me that he got a promotion. I said congratulations just to be polite. But then he asked me if I would take him out to dinner to celebrate.
Are you kidding me?
Obviously, I said no.
I know. But man, is he one persistent guy. We've been married for 6 months now, and he's still hitting on you?
But I just figured that if he's your new boss, your life at work must really be hard for you.
Yeah, he's not a good boss at all.
I knew it.
He still has something against me, it seems like. I haven't been able to get home early as of late. If there was a good reason for this business, then I would have been able to stomach it a lot better. But as I said, the reason I'm so busy is because of my new boss, Yoichi Tanaka. He's in his mid-30s, so he's pretty young for a department head. But the reason he was promoted is because he's the CEO's son, not because he's good at his job. He's planning on taking over the company after his dad, so he was appointed as the department head to get some experience in a leadership position. He became the department head 2 months ago. And right after he was promoted... Hey, hubby! I heard that you've been leaving work early to get to your wife every day. I won't let that happen under my watch! Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to working with you too. He was very combative towards me from the beginning. He was actually in love with I. And he had been trying to get her to go on a date with him for a while. You remember how I told you about how there were a few workers that were pursuing I aggressively when she first joined the company? Yeah, he's one of them. I mean, this sort of treatment was to be expected. I knew people were going to be jealous of the fact that I managed to land I when they were all trying so hard to get her attention. And my new boss just happened to be one of those people. But apparently, I wasn't a big fan of Yoichi to begin with. So even if I didn't exist, there was no way he could ever go out with her. But since he's a very proud man, he's convinced that I got in his way of landing I. And so, my new boss gave me all of the tedious work in the department, like sorting new data. and I was left with a bunch of meaningless work I needed to finish every day. That's why I haven't been able to leave work early as of late. Hey, you better finish up your work fast. Your wife is waiting for you at home, right? So come on, work faster. See you tomorrow, loser. God, I hope he trips on his way home and breaks his nose or something. I normally wouldn't think something like that, but I was getting pretty annoyed with the way he was treating me. But every day, I would send me a message telling me good luck, and that she was waiting at home with dinner already. Those messages are all that I need to get through my day. And thankfully, I get a lot of overtime pay now, so I'm benefiting financially from this. This continued for about 6 months, when this happened. I were getting ready to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Our anniversary is coming up, but I have a plan.
A plan?
Yeah, it's nothing too extravagant, but it is a plan.
What is it?
You're not gonna believe it.
Well, now I'm expecting something really impressive.
I got a reservation at that famous sushi restaurant, Yabi!
Wait, really? You mean that really expensive sushi place?
Yep, that's right. You said you really wanted to go the other day, right?
Well, yeah, but you sure about this? I hear it's really expensive.
Don't worry. I managed to get a lot of overtime pay over the last few months, and I even sold away parts of my collection to make some money for the occasion.
Wait, you mean your figure collection?
Yeah, I sold some of the more expensive ones.
But they're really important to you. You didn't have to do that.
It's alright. It's our first anniversary. We have to celebrate.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Me too, honey. Well, that was a bit embarrassing.
Same here.
But I really am thankful to you. We just got married, but you never complain about me coming back from work late. You send me messages of encouragement and wait for me with dinner ready every night. I have to repay you for what you always do for me.
No, thank you. You're the best husband ever. By the way, are you sure you can get a day off?
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be tough, but it should be fine.
Well, Mr. Tanaka sure is something.
But things have been looking better as of late. Anyway, I'm looking forward to our date.
Yeah, me too.
Tanaka still treats me like crap, but I've been getting used to it. And the higher-ups realized what was going on, and they intervened a couple of months back. Thanks to that, my workload has gotten a lot lighter. Besides, this is our first anniversary. I wanted to make it the best day of our lives, so I was full of energy and excitement. And so, as promised, I took I to the famous sushi restaurant. We've never been to such a nice restaurant, and we both were intimidated by the atmosphere. We didn't know what to do once we walked in, and we just stood there looking dumbfounded. But then... Hey, fellas! Seems like it's your first time here! Yeah, it is. A middle-aged man that was sitting at the counter called out to us. Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but we've never been to such a nice place. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. Just order the omakase course they have. It's the best thing on the menu. Just like that, he gave us some advice on what to order. He seemed like a regular here. He was dressed in an expensive suit, and he seemed to be very wealthy. Man, I hope I can be like him one day. When we told the man, who said his name was Genda, that today was our first anniversary, he replied, "Whoa, that's awesome! This calls for a bottle of champagne! And you can put it on my bill, chef." Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Genda. He even got us an expensive bottle of champagne. We told him that he didn't have to do that, but... Just take it. I want to give it to you. And if you can return the favor by gifting one of your friends or coworkers a bottle of champagne on their anniversary, then I'll be happy. He's the coolest guy I've ever met. This is what you call a true man. I were deeply moved by Mr. Genda's generosity, and when the food came, we started eating.
Wow, everything tastes incredible. I've never had such amazing sushi before.
Me neither. I was never a big fan of uni, but the uni here is just so good. I can't believe it. Thanks to Mr. Genda, we were able to relax and enjoy our meal. But the happy times would come to an end when this man showed up to the restaurant. I'm a regular here, you know.
Wait, really? But this place is really expensive, right?
Well, it's not that expensive for me.
That's so cool. Wow, I love you so much, Yoichi.
And in came Tanaka with his girlfriend. The restaurant was very small, with there only being counter seats. So he noticed us eating there immediately and said, "Wait, is that Sato? Hey, what a coincidence. And hey, I! Long time no see."
Yep, nice to see you.
And that was when everything started to go downhill. Hey, you're not the kind of guy that deserves to be in a place like this. Well, it's my anniversary, so... whatever. That makes it even more sad. The fact that you're coming here of all places for your anniversary. Well, I guess you gotta give credit where it's due. Good job. I'm sure eating here is like a dream for you. Sure. Hey, I think you should break up with this idiot. There's guys out there that can give you a much better life. Take me, for example.
That's funny.
He ruined the fun we were having completely. I was holding herself back for my sake, but things were reaching a tipping point. We were gonna have to leave soon. Oh, do you know these two, mister? They're on a date for their 1-year anniversary, so you should just let them be for today. Mr. Genda stepped in for us, but then Tanaka replied, "Who the hell are you? Stay out of this, old man!" Well, I may be an outsider, but the way you're treating these two is not something I can condone. So that's why I had to intervene. God, this is why we're so sick of boomers like you. You can never mind your own business. Wait, have we ever met before, young man? Nope, never. I don't know any boomers like you. I see. Whatever, it's kind of awkward now. It's sad to see that those people are the only customers that this place has. We're better off eating somewhere else. And so, they left, without even ordering anything. I apologized to Mr. Genda and thanked him for trying to step in. No worries. I guess we're just gonna have to drink it off. Can we get your best sake for all of us, please? Sure thing. Thank you so much. And so, our anniversary wasn't perfect, but it was definitely fun for both of us. But the real surprise came the day after. As usual, I left for work that morning. And when I got to the office, I met this man. Oh, hey! What a coincidence! I figured you might work here. Mr. Genda? Why you... how... I couldn't believe my eyes. Mr. Genda was standing by the entrance. Could you take me to the CEO's office? Sure. And I showed him the way to the CEO's office. Mr. Genda? I am so sorry about what my dumb son said to you. Come on, apologize, you idiot! I'm really sorry. When they saw Mr. Genda, they both bowed and kneeled down on the ground. Tanaka also seemed to be very apologetic for some reason. I said all of this over the phone earlier, so I won't go on for too long. I know this incident happened outside of work, but a manager of a company should treat his major shareholder with more respect. Besides, no matter who you're talking to, you should treat others with more respect, period! You're completely right. I'm so sorry. I'm going to give him a good scolding after this as well. And I finally remembered who Mr. Genda was. I knew that the name of our largest shareholder was Genda. The CEO might seem like the most powerful position in a company, but technically speaking, the shareholders have more legal power. And they even have the power to appoint people to the seat of the CEO. Mr. Genda was our largest shareholder, and he held about 50% of our company's stock. And so, he had the power to make any personnel decision he wanted to. So in conclusion, Tanaka pissed off the very last person he wanted to piss off. He'd done something irreversible. Your name was Yoichi, right? I've met you at the company's party before, but you didn't recognize me? I'm so sorry, I just kind of forgot. Well, it is hard to memorize faces, I get it. But that just means you treat anyone like that, doesn't it? I can't believe you're going to be the company's next CEO. I know your father has great expectations for you, but he needs to rethink who he appoints as his successor. And besides, I'm thinking about letting go of all of my stocks as well. Wait a minute! We're going to fire my son effective immediately, so please! What? That wasn't part of the deal? Shut up! Our company is about to go under because of you! But that's not fair! I'll let you know of my decision later. When things started to get ugly between the father and son, Mr. Genda left the room. I followed him out, and when we got to the hallway, he turned back to me and said, "Here's another piece of advice. You should not keep working here. If you want to find a new place, just come with me. I think I'll be able to help you. I know a lot of CEOs, so I can leave a good word in for you." And so, our CEO ultimately decided to fire his son, and Mr. Genda ended up deciding not to sell his stocks. Apparently, Tanaka is still searching for a job months after getting fired. He's never had a real job outside of this one because he grew up rich. So now he's working part-time at a convenience store to make ends meet. I hope he learns his lesson through this experience. I never want to see him again, to tell you the truth. And by the way, I got a new job thanks to Mr. Genda. It's a really nice company with a great work-life balance. And I'm happier than ever before.
I love that I get to spend more time with you now.
Yeah, I can't thank Mr. Genda enough.
Hey, let's watch this show tonight.
And I looked at the DVD case that I handed over to me. And on there, I saw a photo of a baby. Wait, does this mean...
Yup, we're gonna have a baby soon.
Yes! I can't believe it! Thank you so much, We're finally settling into our new life and are welcoming a new member of the family soon. Thank you so much, Tanaka, for giving me a chance to find a new workplace. I'm so happy right now.